At the heart of the emergent movement is mysticism.
More and more Christians say the usual ways of doing church no longer resonate in a contemporary postmodern culture. Seeking to fill the gap, a growing movement called the Emerging Church is developing new forms of worship and theological questioning for a new cultural context.
Spirituality and styles of worship practiced by the emerging church are taken from a wide variety of traditions. Among these are influences inspired by the Catholic Church, Celtic Christianity, Anglican, and Orthodox churches. Almost without exception, leaders of the emergent movement embrace various forms of mysticism.
But it's saying, I want to experience God. I'm interested in coming into an experience.
You don't have to be afraid of those experiences. And what's going to happen is when you embrace them, you're going to experience things in the realm of the spirit that's beyond anything that you've ever imagined. There's no better feeling, ladies and gentlemen, than when you come out of your body and you're controlling yourself. Okay? It's no better feeling than seeing things and experiencing things. God gives us something called angels. Every last one of us, we have angels, okay? You got angels, you got guides, you got teachers that God sends, okay? And as you sleep at night, these beautiful, majestic angels are watching over you. They're in your room. They're outside of your house. They're flying by you in the cars. Okay, a lot of times you guys will see. Let me tell you something. A lot of you all will see like bursts of lights. It look like little round balls that just kind of flash sometimes, and sometimes you'll see them, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes they'll be brighter than others. I personally believe that those are manifestations of supernatural beings revealing themselves in this physical reality. You've got angels that are watching over you, okay? And see what happens is when you're more intentional on your lifestyle, when you're more intentional on the things that you do and say and places that you go, and you open up that portal of the Holy Spirit that connects us with God, when you're more intentional about those things, you're able to have experiences with these beings more. You can hear more clearly. You can prepare to go to a place and something comes over you and says, don't go there, or you have a strong feeling not to go there. You become immediately connected to your soul, all right, to your intuition, okay, and that's what happens, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move us to become more spiritual beings.
While some view the embrace of these various traditions as a shift from religion to spirituality, others believe there are dangerous implications involved in these practices.
There has definitely been a mystical paradigm shift in the United States and the Western world in general. Leonard Sweet, who's a theologian that's highly regarded in contemplative circles, makes the following prediction, which I believe is coming true. Mysticism, once cast to the sidelines of the Christian tradition, is now situated in postmodernist culture near the center.
It seems like every form of mysticism, whether it's Jewish Kabbalah, whether it's Eastern mysticism such as Hinduism and Buddhism, whether it's Christian forms of mysticism, whatever it might be, they all have three stages that they're searching after, that they're trying to accomplish. The first stage is called detachment or purgation, in which our minds and our feelings and so forth are emptied out so that we can become blank tablets.
Meditation is practicing thinking about nothing. But meditation, ladies and gentlemen, is the process of learning how to not think about anything.
The second stage is illumination, in which supposedly this blank tablet is now being filled up with information and illumination and words coming from a deity.
There are people who have received guides in their life, in their existence, people that they've known various things. They've had one-on-one encounters with angels, with God, with all of these positive things, learning about themselves. I've learned so much in my own life, through these experiences. So that's the reason why we're talking about this. I'm going to show you how it has helped me listen, this stuff, ladies and gentlemen, has helped me. I've become a better preacher. I've become a better pastor. I mean, how you think some of the stuff that God gives me, okay, I'm not that smart to think that stuff up, literally. All right, I have been given these things. I've gotten like this knowledge of life and of people that I get in these out-of-body experiences. You understand what I'm saying? That's what feeds me. So I've been fueled to feed other people through these experiences. My calling to the ministry came through this experience. I had a question that I never knew the answer to, ladies and gentlemen, that I got in one of these experiences that God revealed to me.
And then that should lead to union. And union is this mystical experience with God, or whatever deity you believe in. It's inexplicable, but it is the goal of all mystics.
Let me tell you something. When you have one of these experiences, okay, all the stuff that you thought felt good will pale in comparison, all right? It'll pale in comparison. You thought sex was good. You thought food was good. You thought that joint was good. Let me tell you something. When you exit your body one time and you're able to experience it without fear, which is my goal, that all of you hopefully are able to do that. I'm going to do all that I can to provide you some of the tools that I've had to allow me to. Let me tell you something. You don't worry about different things. And what happens is when you get a taste of the sweet nectar, all right, of just being in the presence of God, when you leave out of your body and you're able to experience things and see things,
when we shift consciousness to the more faster aspects or the higher aspects of ourselves, we then become not as controlled. We have access and we can make a direct connection to the one, the God, whatever God of your understanding. That connection is more direct. You don't need a middleman, so to speak, to get the answers that you seek.
This week's show, of course, Astral Projection, is one of two different weeks. And what I want everyone to hear is I was so excited about having you on that we kind of formulated everything around you. I wanted you to be the first guest. And, again, I'm just so thankful that you're here. Well, my friend, I really do appreciate what it is that you're doing. I'm going to personally send you a donation to the works that you're doing, because the things that I think you're doing, I think they're very positive. I think you're helping people to become more spiritual, to think positive things, to love people. In my personal opinion, I think all of what you're doing embodies the life of being a Christian.